Ladies and gentlemen, your devilishly handsome, quick-witted, and incredibly intelligent presenter isn't here. So you're stuck with me for this stream. Hope everybody is doing incredibly well. If you've got any exact score predictions, let me know in the live stream chat. There's a poll in the chat as well. Leave a vote on that. Let me know who you think is going to win. Hope everyone is doing fine and dandy on this Saturday afternoon. Right. Fred is here nice and early. Not the YouTuber from decades ago. It's the anime dude. For the next 80 minutes, you're a Saints fan. Interesting. Best of luck to you. Nice long stream last night, Rob. Well, I did that for a reason, Finn. I left the stream on for a reason. It sounds like a joke, I know, but I genuinely left it on for a reason. You want to hear no what? Sorry, Sam? Leeds Rhinos. Leeds Rhinos. Okay, let's have a look at the poll. 10 votes. 6 say that Leeds will win this one. Okay. Oh, Kieran's here. Are you at the game, Kieran, or are you watching at home? Send him. Oh, Sam, your message wasn't approved by YouTube. Made it on the stream, but it wasn't approved. Dingle's here. The Sony Masterclass. Maybe. Huge for impact. Huge. Bigger than that, Chris, it's large. If you could also leave a like on the stream, a thumbs up, if you will. Helps us to get out there to more peeps. That would be splendid. We've got about 12 minutes to go. York just won the championship semi-final against Halifax. Lovely. Well done. Well done, York. That is bloody lovely. Okay, quick run through of the team lists. I'll do one more before we start as well. Mr. Dingle saying 32-10 to Leeds. Okay, alright. Okay. In the backs for Leeds Rhinos, they have Miller, Hall, Newman, Handley, Hankinson, Croft, and Connor. The forwards include Oledsky, O'Connor, Palacia, McDonald, Gannon, and Watkins. The bench is the Zen Monk, James Bentley, Lasone, Jenkins, and Holroyd. 18th man is Shorrocks. For St Helens, the backs include Saylor, Benison, Robertson, Percival, Cross, Wellesby, and Lomax. The forwards include Walmsley, Clark, Lees, Sirinen, Whitley, and Knowles. The bench is Mbai, Bell, Delaney, and Wright. 18th man is Stevens. I think I would have just kept him by in the halves with Lomax and then used either Saylor or Wellesby as an impact player, but I don't mind that. Actually, Mbai can play hooker, so yes, that actually makes sense. That's probably the right call, actually. Don't listen to me. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm watching. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Sharks and Hankinson, from the absolute mess at Salford to potentially Old Trafford, is mad. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what the deal is with Riley Lum. If he's fit, I think I would have put him back in by now. Saints to win 18-10 with Saylor first try scorer. Okay. Oh, you watch from home. Better half just walked in. Okay. All right. If Kieran's better half can hear this stream, he always talks about how amazing you are and how every day is brighter because you're part of his world. Just just in case you can hear it. Harry's here. Hi, Harry. Good afternoon. And don't forget, I got one too, Dingle. I got one too. Great day today with the football. Oh, yeah. Oh, United. Did Liverpool lose in the end? I don't remember the scores. Let's have a little bo peep. So, yeah, Brentford 3-1 against United. Brighton beating Chelsea. Those are a red card for Chelsea. Chelsea. 2 very late goals. Go on, Palace. Get in. Leeds Bournemouth 2-2. City. Alright. Ireland getting stuck in 2 own goals. Okay. Interesting. Well, hoping Everton get a massive win over West Ham on Monday. Shoot us back up the ladder. Dominant performance. Get us in that European spot once again. Chasing the title. Well, unfortunately, it's already happened, Harry. It's already happened. When are you playing against Viewers again, Rob? Great question. Probably once the season, once all the internationals done, and I have to do content over November and December, I'll probably. So yes, here's the plan for the off season. I will start playing Rugby League 26 again. I might do some career mode. I will probably play Viewers on Pro Team. I am going to start streaming other video games. So, Sam, if you're in here, then Siege and all that. So, probably Siege, F1, Rematch, maybe Black Ops 7 as well. FC26, possibly. So, some other games. And then I might actually do watch-alongs for other sports. I'm an Everton fan, so I might do some Everton watch-alongs. I'm a Green Bay Packers fan, so I might do some Packers watch-alongs. I like F1, so I might do 1 or 2 of those. So, yeah. In the off-season, I'll still do Rugby League content. Like, I'm still going to do that. And I might just do the odd stream for a couple hours. You know, just sit here and chat about stuff. You know, we go into all sorts, talk about news, all that jazz. But I think in the off-season, I'm going to... if I get Madden, I'd play on Madden. But yeah, in the off-season, I'll really mix it up. 25, not 26. I might have 25 from Game Pass. I'll have to see. She knows it's all lies. That's... No, Kieran cares. I know it may seem like he doesn't, and, you know, he's really closed off, and I've got no idea what he's like at home, but one thing I know about Kieran, and we know Kieran, actually, is that he never stops talking about you, almost to the point where it's quite annoying, actually. Evening, Mr. Pepsi. Whoever might you be? Who got winning? I did back Leeds on this one, but I'm not that confident just because of the last 2 games against Saints. Saints might just be a good matchup. United lost, City won, Liverpool lost. I saw that. Who do you reckon scores a try today? I think... Harry Newman. I think Newman gets one today. Do Buffalo Bills watch-alongs? Well, if they're playing against the Packers, or if it's a game that actually I'm willing to stay up and watch, depending on what time it is, then we'll see. We will see. Good Leigh Leopards win last night. Yeah, it was a good performance. I was hoping, Wakey for their first playoff game in a while. Well, Super League playoff game in a while. Could have at least had Jowett and 1 or 2 other prop forwards. But Leigh deserved it fully. Like, they were great. You know me too well. Brings a tear to my eye. Well, this is the relationship that we've all built together, Kieran. But it could never be as strong as a relationship that you and your lady have together, because as you mentioned many times before, nothing could overthrow the bond that you have together. because you just don't shut up about her because you think she's amazing. Harry says 2010 to Leeds. Okay. Let's not forget St. Thomas lost to Cass. Well, Cass, they've beaten quality sides. They took Hull KR to overtime in round 1. They beat Warrington, so that's a statement in itself. Oh, for God's sake, Jamie. You know, Jamie doesn't talk much, Jamie, but he just once in a while just drops in and thinks, you know what? You know, maybe today's the day. Maybe today's the day. Do we get to watch the game, or will you just be chatting? Unfortunately, Sarah, you're kind of stuck with me. You're stuck with me. Now, I tend to do commentary. I'm not a commentator, but if you can't watch the game, I will be a version of radio. $21.20 to Leeds, says Finn. PayPal the 20 later, brother. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It was a statement win, Dingle. It was a statement win. Trying to help us out, Dingle. What are you doing? Depressed lost to Palace, now Saints will lose. Oh dear. It's going to be one of them days. Are you still hungover? That was last week, Harry. That was last week. Although I will be out drinking tonight. And I do have a stream tomorrow morning. But I do need to get some sleep afterwards. So there is a chance I'll be drunk for tomorrow. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. We've got a few minutes to go. Am I an alcoholic? Is a great question. It's just a pint of vodka. Like, what harm can it do? And the OFs come in when times are a little bit too desperate, which fortunately is not now. You're going to be drunk, win or lose. Best of luck. Best of luck. Sorry, did somebody say play that musical instrument? I think it's probably the Inner Voices did. David says leads by 13 plus. Okay, okay. We've got 50 people in here already. This is a jazzy number of people. I reckon you are perfect the way you are, Dingle. No need to change. Just stay as you are. Where are we at for subs, by the way? 12,450. 50 away from 12,500. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'm trying to hit. Let's shoot for 13,500 by the end of the year, shall we? Maybe 15k if things work out. We'll see. But yeah, if you could leave a thumbs up on the stream, helps us get out there to more people. If you want to become a member, there's a link in the description down below. And yeah, if you're a business owner looking to sponsor me with millions, there's also an email. I'll take tens. I'll take 20 quid. Okay, Jamie. On guard. Okay. Players have come out, so I will... No, that's not about their sexuality, but they are on the pitch. Let's go through the team lists one more time. For the Leeds Rhinos, in the backs they have Miller, Hall, Newman, who are back for first try scorer, Handley, Hankinson, Croft, and Connor. The forwards include Oledsky, O'Connor, Palacia, McDonald, Gannon, and Watkins. The bench is the Zen Monk, James Bentley, go on James lad, Lasoni, Jenkins, and Holroyd. That's a big bench, that. It's a big bench. 18th man is Shorrocks. In the backs for St Helens, they have Saylor, Benison, Robertson, Percival, Cross, Welsby, and Lomax. The forwards include Walmsley, Clark, Lees, Sheridan, Whitley, and Knowles. The bench is Mbai, Bell, Delaney, and Wright. 18th man is Stevens. Ahoy, ahoy, Peter. Hope the rain doesn't dampen the spirits. Nay. Not with all the lovely people here. I love this. We've got a lot of regulars. We've got even David's here. Don't see David that often, but David's here. Harry's here. Jamie, Dingle, Peter, Kieran, Finn. Let's have a look. Who else we got? There was Callum here as well. Le Pepsi. Fred's here too. Got a lot of regulars. Sammy Snake was here as well. Not seen Paul as much recently. Not seen Josh as much recently. I think it's the KR fans, a lot of them, you know, Fred's still humble, relatively. Oh, Seb's here as well. See, Fred's still relatively humble. The other KR fans, they've left us now. Like, we're bottom of the league sort of shite. They don't want anything to do with us anymore. So, Paul is in the Discord. You see him from time to time just wandering around. But... yes, and Tracy. Sorry, Tracy's here as well. But yeah, a lot of regulars. And if you're new here, welcome. We're about to get underway. Leeds will kick off any second now, and we are underway. The game begins, and it's out on the full. Penalty for Saints. We've got 71 people in here, and if you've just tuning in, the kickoff from Miller is out on the full. That's 23 seconds gone. Brad Arthur's fuming. You just know he's fuming. Anyway, St Helens on the 30. Whitley down the right edge takes the first carries, then push back a couple metres. Oh, Kieran's 30 seconds behind. Sorry, lads, sorry. So 30 out. It's with Matty Lees up towards the 20, just a few metres shy. Clark right centre field. Down the short side right to Lomax. Pops it up to Whitley. Leeds win 100% of games when they score first. Interesting. Prediction for Warrington next season? Oh, we'll win it all. Don't worry about it. Robertson with a carry up towards the 10. Just over a minute gone. 2 tackles to go for Saints over on the right edge of the field. Clark, now in centre field with Lomax, left to Welsby, pops across to Suriname, takes it over the 10, he's about 6 metres out. Left of the posts, last tackle for Saints. Clark, short side left to Welsby, flat pass to Percival, just straightens up, takes the carry, plenty of Leeds defenders there to wrap him up, and they'll turn the ball over. Why top of championship? Yeah, probably only because Huddersfield will be in there, so sure. Is it only on Sky? I'm actually not sure, by the way. I'm not sure. Got to end the poll as well. McDonald takes a carry over the 10. He's then pushed back about 3 metres there by a few Saints defenders. Suriname, Lees, Knowles getting involved in the tackle. O'Connor then gives it to Jenkins. Not Jenkins. No, it's not Jenkins. Who was that then? Looked like it was Jenkins, but it's definitely not. That must have been Oledsky. Palacia. Well done, mate. With a carry over the 20. A few metres shy of the 30 in centre field. O'Connor at dummy half. Right to Lockie Miller. Cuts back towards the left edge. Shrugs off a few. Gets an offload as well. Break down the left-hand side. Maybe 2-on-1. Across to Hankinson. Room to run. Is then stopped near the left touch line on the halfway line. Almost in touch. He is then dragged in touch. The flag goes up. This will be a Saints ball. Oh, Matty Lee's getting across. Getting involved. Leeds having a go there. They saw an opportunity. Didn't quite work out. But I like the intent. Good work from Matty Leigh. So Hankinson put in touch. St Helens ball on the halfway line. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, just about. Just about. 3 minutes on the clock. Now just inside Leeds territory. Saints with a fresh set of 6. Anyone know how you can watch the game in Ibiza? There's 2 options. One, you use a VPN and you search viprow.nu and you watch it there. Or you take chemicals that you shouldn't be taking, listen to my description, and then maybe your brain will sort of make you visualise it. Maybe. You could try that. Don't do that. 20 metres out, Saints in centre field go left to Wellesby. Then on his right to Walmsley. Thought he had a break there for a second then, but he stopped on the 10. Last tackle, Clark. Right to Knowles, then to Lomax. Not sure what to do here. Gets the kick away. Ash Hanley's there to recover it, and he's going to play this ball a few metres in front of his own try line. Not doing the second one well. High risk, high reward, basically, Jack. That's what I'm offering. VIPROW.NU. You will likely need a VPN if you got the app on your phone, but that's what I know is reliable, at least. Or Stream East. Normally is decent. Anyway, 4.5 minutes gone. Fourth tackle for the Leeds Rhinos. In centre field now with Palacia. Cuts back towards the left. 3 defenders in the tackle there to stop him. Just short of halfway. Last tackle. O'Connor, right to Jake Connor. Kicks from his own 40. Hits the belly of the ball. Could be a tough one to take. Bounces once back towards Leeds slightly. Collected by Sailor. Eating up a few metres there. Over the 30. And a few extra metres there from Sailor. Pretty good. Benison with the next carry up towards St. Helens' own 40. 5 minutes gone. Second tackle coming up. Robertson. Has had a good year. Like the tyre. Sorry. Clark goes left to Knowles. He then pops up to Walmsley on his outside. Now down the left edge of the field, just inside Leeds territory. Clark. Now with Knowles. Right to Lomax. He engages the line, takes it over the 40. Saints on the last tackle, about 35 metres out from the try line, right to centre field. Now onto the 40 with Wellesby. Puts boot to ball. Plenty of height, not much distance though. It's not a great kick there. But it's collected by Cross. Now in the hands of Percival. He offloads it, but it's intercepted by, I think that was McDonald, and he's wrapped up by Sirenen. So now with Ryan Hall. First carry for Leeds in this set up towards the 30. O'Connor. Left to Newman. Eating up a few more metres there. 6 minutes on the clock. O'Connor. Left to Hankinson. Carries it straight up. Over the 40. 2 tackles to go in this set for Leeds. Down the left edge, O'Connor goes on his right to Watkins in centre field. Out the back to Croft. Then across to McDonald. Up towards the halfway line. Now the last tackle, short side right to Brodie Croft. Kicks the ball down the right edge. Sailor underneath it, collects it cleanly on his own 10. 6.5 on the clock. Carries it over the 20 and a few extra metres as well. What's the other one? It's the same. Stream East is so confusing. I can't help you there. The other one is VIPROW.NU. There you go. Nearly 7 minutes gone. Third tackle for Saints. Up towards their own 40 now with Percival taking a carry through centre field. 2 tackles left for St. Helens. About to enter Leeds territory again. Walmsley with the next carry. A few metres shy of the 40. Down the left edge, Clark at dummy half. Shoots it to Wellesby. Then he goes right to Lomax, who kicks it towards the back right. Hankinson underneath it. As I was literally about to say he's had a few drops since joining Leeds. I was literally about to say it, and what does he do? I was going to reference his debut when he dropped it like 2 or 3 times. Hankins, oh God, I was literally about to talk about it. Knock on from Leeds on the 10. Now give territory, easy territory in possession to Saints. Where's Riley Lum? Where is he? If he's injured, okay, I get it. But if he's not, why is he not in there? The adverts keep interrupting. Is it this stream? Have I got ads on this stream? Is that what's going on? Oh, no. My bad. Let me turn those off. Sorry about that. Sorry, I've got a scheduled ad still on this. I'm sorry about that. Right, that's off. Sorry. 8.5 minutes in centre field now with Wellesby. Goes right to Lomax, switches back to Whitley. Might have to surrender here. He does on the 10. Clark in centre field goes left to Wellesby. Kicks the ball through, hits the feet of McDonald. He then picks it up. Have you been injured? Auto glass repair. Auto glass replace. Up towards the 20. Newman with the next carry. I did say repair, I'll be honest. Well done me. Leeds are in possession on their own 20. O'Connor waits at dummy half. Newman plays it for him. It's now with Watkins. Up towards the 30. Just over 9 minutes gone. There's a break here for Aledzki. How's he done that then? Up towards halfway. Gets an offload as well. Still live. Now with Miller. Bit of room to run maybe. Wrapped up. Good tackle there from Alex Walmsley. Wants a quick play of the ball. It's now with Jake Connor in centre field. 30 out. Right to Croft. Then to McDonald. Pops up to Newman. He kicks the ball through. There's a chase here. And it's kicked out. I think it's kicked out from Percival. I think this will be Leeds ball inside the 10 actually. Let's have a look. So it's a well-placed kick from Newman. And yes, it is. So that'll be Leeds ball. Have you got your voice insured yet? Might be worth it, voiceover. Maybe one day. Maybe. When I'm doing like a GIF gaff voiceover or something like that. Or, you know, maybe me and Kevin Bacon were doing EE ads together. Who knows? Maybe one day. So Leeds Rhinos, 5 metres out right at the post. O'Connor, left to Brodie Croft. 10 metres out left to Jake Connor. Is now with Gannon down the left edge, wrapped up and pushed into the ground. 9 metres out, left of the post. 10.5 minutes gone. Second tackle, now in centre field with Palacia. On his right to Croft. Steps off his right, straightens up, and then he's tackled 9 out again between the posts. 3 tackles to go. O'Connor, left to Palacia. Across to Connor. Now with Miller. Good hands near the left edge. Hankinson in the corner. Dives in, and that's going to be first points of the day. Hankinson makes up for the mistake earlier. Leeds get up the field. And they put the first points on the board. There we go. Okay. So mistake earlier. Saints couldn't punish Leeds for it. But a couple breaks. Quick play of the balls from Leeds. Good movement. Good passing. Good intent. Work great to support teammates. They get up the field. Couple breaks. Nice kick through from Newman. Getting a repeat set. Inside Saints territory. And then they come up with points. Towards the back end of the set. Nicely done from Leeds. 4-0 with the kick to come near the touchline. Is Norman back at work tonight? Oh, I don't know. We'll see. Where's Norman? Where's Norman? Dingle's happy. He's happy. Yeah, apologies for the ads. Yeah. I apologise. There will be ads like during half time and just after the game and stuff, but I had scheduled ads on. So that's why. If people kept getting them, that's why. But I've turned them off, so should be good. Jake Connor with a conversion near the touchline. This will be a tough one. Very tough one indeed. Okay. The clock says 1, 2, 3, 4. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Play Pitbull. Dale, Life, Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide. Yeah, Norman's been sacked. There's just... Norman's on sabbatical, honey. The kick from Connor is... Looks good. It is good. It's going to be 6-0. Sweet. So that's going to be 6-0. Leeds Rhinos. First try scorer was Hankinson. there we go. Okay, Dingle. Simmer down. Simmer down. David says, come on, Saints. And a bit of afters as well. So, again, a reminder for those that missed it. In the 14 games where Leeds have scored first this year, they have won. Every time. Okay. So Leeds Rhinos in possession. Nearly 13 and a half minutes gone. Watkins with the carry up towards the 20. Going off your incredible knowledge and stats, Leeds win that. Of course, yeah. Finn's called it. You know, Finn's just called it. Aledzki up towards the 30 for Leeds. Fourth tackle. O'Connor, left of centre field, goes right to Jake Connor. Then on his right to Croft. Now Miller, trying to skip around Wellesby. Grabs him by the back of the shirt, drags him to the floor on the 40. Last tackle, 14 minutes gone. It's with Brodie Croft. Launches it out of the back to Jake Connor. Plenty of players further up the field already. But that's good kick pressure. Collected behind the 10 from Benison. He now takes it over the 10. But there's a wall of Leeds jerseys there. There's a wall. First time for everything, son. Well, we'll see, Dad. Okay, nearly 14 and a half minutes gone. David's not my dad, by the way, just for those that believe everything. 14 and a half gone. Sailor gives it to Cross. He carries it up towards a 30. Slowing down the rock here, Leeds. Wormsley with the next carry. A few extra post-contact meters there. Then it's with Wellesby on the last tackle. Kicks down the left edge of the field. Collected by Ryan Hall on the full. He takes it over the 20 up towards the 30. That's now 15 minutes gone. Brodie Croft gives it to Newman. Launches it left to Miller. Now with Connor. Could be a 3-on-2 there. Connor trying to get around Robertson. Makes up a few meters there, but he eventually gets stopped on the 40. Miller gives it to Handley. Pops up to Newman. Up towards halfway. Maybe look for an offload there, but he is going to be held on the halfway line. Right to Palacia. Straightens up. Takes a carry. Inside Saints territory with 2 tackles to go. O'Connor on his right to Watkins. Cuts back towards the space behind the ruck, but Knowles with a big hit into him. And it's now the last tackle. Leeds go down the right edge with Croft. Then just hands it off to McDonald. Space to work with here. Miller bobbles the ball. Cuts back on his left. He's still moving. Kicks the ball through. Saints collects it a metre from the try line. McDonald trying to get a hold of Lomax. Shrugs off McDonald, but then Newman stops him 5 out from the try line. So that was not bad. Not bad at the end of the set there from Leeds. I thought Miller might have done a bit too much, but he made it work. That was actually nicely done there from Miller. Saints up towards their own 20. I think that's Sirenen with the latest carry. Sailor will scoot from dummy half. Just laterally. Pops it up to Benison. And he makes a few more meters there. Completion rate, 71% for Leeds. 83% for Saints. More meters for Leeds. More tackles for Saints. And Saints try and shift the ball down the right edge. And there's a lost ball as they try and move it. They'll turn over the ball inside their own half. Forward pass it was. Let's have a look at this. So Wellesby goes out the back to Sailor. He tries to just quickly pop it across to Whitley. And he ends up going forwards. Okay. Leeds with a chance to apply a bit of pressure here. 17 minutes on the clock. Okay, scrum for Leeds on St Helens 30. They go left to Ash Handley, trying to get around Robertson. Pushes him onto the floor. He's near the left touch line, about 25 metres out. 6 again for Leeds. It's with Gannon up towards the 20. Taken to ground. O'Connor over on the left side of the field. On his right to Jake Connor. Now with Watkins. Out the back to Croft. Pops up to McDonald. Trying to get through the line. He's stopped about 12 metres out. Right at the posts. Entangled with Darryl Clark at the moment. O'Connor, now with Watkins. Carries the ball himself over the 10. Leeds only 9 metres out. 18 minutes on the clock. 3 tackles to go. O'Connor, right to Palacia. Just left of the sticks. He is a metre or 2 out. Let's say a metre. O'Connor, left to Jake Connor. Back towards the middle again. Miller, caught in a cul-de-sac. He's tackled 8 metres out. Last tackle, O'Connor. Left to Jake Connor, engage the line, kicks the ball through. Lomax is there to respond. Lose it backwards, but then Benison collects and is tackled in goal. That'll be a goal line dropout for St Helens. So I thought Lomax had that, but he bobbled it. When it was collected by Benison. Tackled in goal. Okay. Leeds applying the pressure at the moment. There's 19 minutes on the clock. Sailor with the dropout. I think wanted to go long there. Kind of hits the floor on that one. So it bobbles. And it's collected on the 30 by Newman. He makes about 8 or 9 metres on that first carry. O'Connor over on the right. Then on his left to Palacia. Eats of about 9 or 10 metres on his carry. O'Connor in centre field. Right to Croft. Steps off his right foot, then his left. Wriggling through. Oh, that's nearly double movement. He is inches in front of the try line. Almost in. It's launched left to Miller. Then to Connor. They might have the numbers and space down the left. Good hands. Hankinson in the corner again. Cuts back inside. He is stopped inches in front of the try line as well. He's tucked way into the back left corner. And he's now with Jake Connor. Then on his right to Oledzki. In centre field. 15 metres out. So they've lost a bit of ground here. It's 20 minutes gone, so we're done with the first quarter of the game. Last tackle for Leeds. They go left to Miller, left to Connor. Kicks the ball through again. Bit of a mess here, collected by Sailor. He is then tackled right in front of the try line, so Saints will have to play this ball. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Benison with the first carry of this set. Already over the 10. Decent first carry. Darrell Clark gives it to Harry Robertson. Eats up a few more metres, just shy of the 20. There's a lot of work for Saints to do here. And Walmsley's already gone off, so unless he starts shifting the ball around. Percival, though, with a good carry, up towards the 30. It's the kind of metres that they need. Darrell Clark in centre field. Gives it to Lomax on his right. Engages the line. Oof, half a break there for Lomax, but Gannon keeps his hands on him. That's an important tackle there, because he would have been straight through with a fair bit of support as well. Last tackle, Wellesby kicks from just behind the halfway line. Swirling ball, bounces once, and again, and again, and a bunch more times. Possibly knocked on by Miller, collects it. Under pressure from Delaney and Wellesby. I thought there might have been a knock-on in there, actually. Carries up towards the 10 near the left touchline. So it's Leeds with work to do now. So it was a good set there from Saints. They were under a lot of pressure. They were like inches in front of their own try line. But they get up to halfway. And it's Leeds with a lot of work to do. But they are just over 20 metres out from their own try line. 21.5 minutes gone. Third tackle. Palacia with a carry over the 30. O'Connor on his right to Jake Connor. Goes for an early kick here on the 4th. Towards the back left, but it's collected on the full on the 20 by Tristan Saylor. He carries it up towards the 30. In centre field. And a few extra metres as well. Not a great kick from Jake Connor. Not great. Lomax on his left to cross. Eating up a few more metres down the left edge of the field. 22 minutes gone. Percival with the next carry. Some good metres there. Coming up towards the halfway line with 3 more tackles to go. Knowles in centre field. Then on his right to Matty Lees. Inside Leeds territory. 2 tackles left in this set. Darrell Clark waits at dummy half. Hello, Logan. Good to see you. Welcome back. Knowles in centre field switches back to George Delaney. He's had a good year. As an impact player off the bench, he's looked pretty good. Darrell Clark on the last. Out the back to Wellesby. Hits the belly of the ball. Plenty of height on this one. Could be a tough one for Ryan Hall. He's underneath it. But it's collected on the full by Sirinen, actually. Flicks the ball onto Knowles. Maybe kick that ball through in time. Collected by Lomax and grounded. There is a good chance this is actually a try. Initial instinct is knock on, but if Knowles has kicked that before it's touched the ground, the ref wants to give a try, obviously to check it, but wants to go with try on field. There's a good chance it's a try, actually. On-field decision is try. So, did Knowles kick the ball before it touched the ground? He clearly dropped the ball, but he did definitely kick it on as well. So, did it touch the ground before he kicked it? Right, they're checking onside, offside first. Lomax is offside to begin with, but I think he'll be onside in a sec. Okay, so the ball comes down the 20. It's collected cleanly by Sirenen, so that's all good. Okay, so they're happy with how Sirenen took possession. That's all good. Flicks it onto Knowles. Oh, this is close. This is close. Oh, I think he's kicked it before it touched the ground. Hits his knee. He kicks it before it hits the ground. It's an inch off the ground. Maybe 2 inches at most. It is so close to the ground. I think this is a try for Saints. They've cleared it. The pickup looked great from looked fine from Lomax. I think this is going to be a try here for Saints. I think this will be a try. Lomax is onside as well from the kick from Knowles. This will actually be a try. Collects cleanly. Grounds it, that's a try. Fair play, Saints. Fair play, that is a try in front of the sticks. That'll be 6-4. I'll just give the kick. That is going to be a try. Damn. Can't believe it. There you go, try confirmed. Saints answer back. What channel's the game on? It's on Sky Sports Plus HD. Optic Shadow. But is he an official Optic member? That's the question. Unlikely, but you never know. Kieran's happy, David's happy, Tracy's happy. I don't know what your complaint is, Dingle. I'm not sure what your complaint is. And the kick from Percival is good. It is 6-all. Unless I've got a feeling Dingle's just rage baiting here. He is. He probably is. Silly goose. That's earned Morgan Knowles the 13 jersey for England, I'm sure. Back underway, nearly 24.5 minutes gone. Saints have possession on their own 20. It's Cross with the next carry. Makes a few metres there. Down the right edge now with Delaney, just over the 30. Clark at dummy half. That looks slightly forward there. I think it was okay, but back inside to Saylor. Almost a break, almost. Plays it for Clark. He takes it over the halfway line with a scoot. Space behind the ruck up towards a 40. Last tackle for Saints. 25 minutes gone. Left to Wellesby. Chips the ball towards the back left. Hall underneath it. It is knocked on, I think, from Ryan Hall. No. Referee says play on. Plays it for McDonald. He then gives it to Ryan Hall. Eats up a few more metres. Interesting. I think I'd give the benefit of the doubt to Ryan Hall on that one. I think that's probably okay. Probably. Okay. Now down the left edge with Lockie Miller. And there's a bit of interference in the ruck there. So penalty for Leeds. Well, at least I think there was. I'm not entirely sure. Looked like there was a bit of afters from Lomax. Oh, they're saying offside. Okay. They're saying that Lomax wasn't square, maybe? Something like that. Anyway, a tap on the halfway line. 26 minutes gone. Leeds are in possession with a fresh set about just over 40 metres out, left of centre field. Jake Connor, right to Jenkins. He's had a good year as well. O'Connor in centre field on the 40. Left to Jake Connor. Across to Gannon. Offloads it to Miller. Over the top to Hanley. Space back inside. Robertson gets him wrapped up. That's a big tackle, that. And he's now in centre field with Palacia. Straightens up, takes a carry. He's 15 metres out, gets an offload. Now with Jenkins, right to Croft. Across to McDonald, cuts back inside, steps off his left, then his right. McDonald is in for a try. Leeds Rhinos retake the lead. That was nicely done from Leeds. Just took some ill discipline from St Helens. Leeds get up the field. There's space down the right edge. There was actually quite a bit of space down the right hand side. I'm not sure how. I'd have to have a look at it again. But that is James McDonald's 9th try of the season. The Irish international will make it 10-6. It's close enough to the sticks they'll probably score the conversion. But let's have a look. Oh yeah, it was from an offload. Yeah, it was broken play. Yeah, I was in my head. It was like a set play or something. It was from basically broken play. Palacia with a great offload. Jenkins, Croft, McDonald, good step in. Power, speed, crashes over. There you go. That'll be 10-6 for Leeds. What happened to Cam Smith? I actually don't know. It's a good question. It is a great question. Wrap up the bloody ball. You've got to wrap up the ball. You've got to do it. Especially with 3 men in the tackle. You can't do that. You think you can, but you can't. Jake Connor to add the extras very soon. "28 minutes and 6 seconds stopped on the clock." It's actually not a straightforward one, this. Slightly awkward, but, you know, you'd expect him to get it. And it's good. That'll be 12-6 for Leeds. Right. So yeah, as of right now, Leeds will be away to Hull KR in the playoff semi-finals, as it stands. Well, there's no other change. It's either Leeds or Saints go to Hull KR. There's no other kind of way that's going to work. So, yeah, the winner goes to KR. Leeds Wigan Grand Final? Maybe. If Leeds have kind of fixed what's been going on the last few weeks, which they might have done. They've been sort of disrupted with no Jake Connor in there. Maybe. Leeds up towards their own 30, near the left edge of the field. Hankinson plays it for O'Connor. Then on his right to Watkins. Now Holroyd. Fourth tackle, Watkins will switch back to Jenkins. He's just short of halfway. Last tackle for Leeds. Left to Connor. Puts boot to ball towards the back left. Comes down on the 20 for Saylor. He collects it cleanly. Carries the ball straight up towards the 30. Unfortunately, Paul Radley backed out of contention a couple days ago. Clark hands it off to Percival on his left. That's another good carry. Percival, there's a few decent carries from Percival here in this game so far. Clark will scoot from dummy half. Only using up a few more meters there. Nearly a high shot. It is going to be called as a high shot. Damn. Read into it that his child is due around the second game back in Oz, so understandable. Right, okay, fair enough. I get it. I never really knew what the reason was. I didn't know, but that makes sense. But I'm okay with Knowles at 13. I'm cool with that. I don't mind Minchella either. But I'd say Knowles. You could go with Smithies, but game stopped, by the way. We'll get back underway in a second. There's a kick into touch for Saints from the high shot. You could go with Smithies, but he's only really been an impact sub this year for the Raiders. It's mainly been Tarpany, Horsburgh and Papali'i starting for the Raiders, so Smithies has been like impact off the bench. So he might not start 13. He might get in the squad, but probably won't be 13. They might rotate him there. Saints, anyway, off the back of the penalty, are 10 metres out. In centre field with Darryl Clark. Great chance to equalise shortly. Clark goes left to Wellesby. Across to Percival. Trying to skip past one. Gets an offload to Saylor. Eventually recovers it. Bobbles it a few times. Cuts back towards the right. Past Holroyd already. Whitley down the right edge. Spins. He's 15 out. Still going. Gets an offload to Robertson. He is then pushed back over the 20. Losing a bit of ground. Over on the right edge of the field. Darryl Clark will scoot. Takes it back over the 20. A few more metres. And then is dragged back 2 or 3 metres as well. Robertson, left to Lomax, then to Knowles, and then back to Wellesby, across to Percival, hits his knee. I don't know what you're booing for. Clearly touched his knee. I'm not sure what you're booing for, but okay. So with Wellesby, kicks from the 20 across field towards the back right. We have a contest. Hankinson goes up, collects it cleanly. Well done, Hankinson. What about Callum Watkins? Been one of the standout forwards this year. I think just in terms of pace could be lacking. You're asking somebody to compete with Isaiah Yeo, basically. And you can ask Radley to do that. But if I want to ask anyone else to do that, it's probably Morgan Knowles, because you need someone that's going to give it to him. Oh, a mistake there from Lasone. I missed that one. My bad. Lasone is on the field. But there's a knock on. Brad Fash would put Yo to sleep. Good call. Good call, honestly. Do you think the Aussies will struggle with the slow ruck speed? They might be unaccustomed to it. So yes, there might be a bit of an adjustment period. So I think given the pace of our game and how we ref things over here, that will be a huge help for us. So it's a scrum for Saints on Leeds 20, 32 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. Right to Lomax, carries it over the 20, over on the right edge of the field. So there's a HIA sub and Byers come on. I forgot who left the field. Can someone just remind me who left? So now with Delaney, about 13 or 14 metres out. It was Clark. Okay, thank you. Yeah, makes sense actually. Makes sense. Left to Lomax. Left to Wellesby. He's wrapped up on the 10. It's now 6 metres out. And in between the sticks, goes right to Lees. Then to Knowles. Spins. He is stopped 7 or 8 metres out. Right at the post. And that is a mile forwards. And okay, so it was a mile forward, but the ref wanted to wait to give a penalty. It is a penalty for Saints. I agree there's a high shot. Like, I get that, but okay. Alright then. So someone asked you on TikTok, but since when did they change the forward pass rule? Yes, yeah, someone did ask that before. As a joke, yeah, obviously, but yeah. I think with forward passes this year, it's either been really good or really bad in terms of how they're called. Wellsby is 5 metres out. He's stepping in between the sticks. Back towards the 10. Still only the second tackle coming up. And by in centre field goes right to Walmsley. And by in front of the right post. 2 metres out goes left to Wellsby. Then to Saylor. He's going to get wrapped up by Newman. Well done from Harry Newman there. The ball comes loose. Collected by Newman. Pounced on, you could say. One second. Bear with. So they're saying it was a lost ball by Saylor, but Saints won a challenge. Gotcha. Walmsley can't have many more years left in him, surely. He's got at least another one. At least. It's disappointing that he's retired from England, but I get with like the health situation or the risk that he's always playing with. Because was it with the top of his spine or something in his neck? I can't remember what it was. But there's always a risk when he plays. So I appreciate having to retire internationally. That's a strip from Newman, actually. This might be a penalty for Saints. This might be a penalty for Saints. But yeah, it would be nice if for the World Cup next year he, unretired. I still think he'd be one of the most effective props that we've got. I think that's a harsh comment, Jamie. I think it's very, very harsh. Not nice. Cruel, you could say. Successful challenge. Saints will retain possession and a challenge 10 metres out. Good call there from Tristan Saylor. Yeah, there's enough English props, but in terms of quality, like the best of the best of the best, Walmsley's right up there. Would you have McDonald in the England team? Ooh. I think so. I think I want Matty Nicholson on the right, though. After his year in the NRL, watching what he did, I think I want Nicholson on the right and Sember on the left. But McDonald in the squad, I'd never even thought about him because it always comes up with the Irish flag. But he probably is eligible for England anyway, so... Yeah, never even thought about McDonald. But yeah, I guess so. Oh, there's a bit of a mess here. Collected by Jake Connor. Over the 20, he's wrapped up by Saylor and brought down. Newman with a carry up towards the 30. Straightens up, makes a few more metres there. I don't know why Newman's grabbing onto the shirt of Saylor. He's just bringing him on top of him, preventing a quick play of the ball. What are you doing? So with Hankinson down the left edge up towards the 40-metre line. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Lasoni with a carry up towards the halfway line. I think that was his first proper carry of the game. Second touch, I think. Next carry from Jenkins. Last tackle coming up, just short of the 40 inside Saints territory. O'Connor goes left to Jake Connor. Gets the kick away. Plenty of height on this one. Benison underneath it. Collects cleanly just in front of the 10. Robertson will play this for Lomax just short of the 20. He then gives it to Percival through centre field. Percival, another good carry. He's done well today. He's like Scott for Wakey yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yes, it was yesterday. Where, in the losing side, but is a standout player. Is now with... Oh, that looked a high shot on Knowles there. It is a high shot. It's been called penalty against Lasoni. But Knowles, being the calm guy he is, just didn't respond. Look at him go. He must have gone to the same temple as Bentley. Oh dear, the kick did not find touch, so Leeds have possession. Oh dear. I don't get the slow rucks. They give nothing for it. Takes ages and sometimes 6 again for nothing. Is it next week's semi-final that you're missing? Yes. The first semi-final on the Friday next week, I'm going to have to miss. Because I've got a mate's birthday to go to. 38 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes to go in the first half. O'Connor on his right to Lasone in centre field. Out the back. Does find Miller. Sticks to the carries, Lasone. It's with Newman down the right edge. Eating up some good meters. Flicks it back to Ryan Hall. Bumps off a few. Oof, almost gets an offload as well. That's Wigan versus Leigh. Oof, big game to miss. It's alright. I'll get the other one. McDonald now with Croft in centre field. Left to Jenkins. Oh, that was Holroyd, actually. My bad. Wayward pass. Comes loose from Gannon. Picked up by Saints in the hands of Robertson. Down the right edge. Hankinson chasing. Gets him wrapped up. Nearly into touch. Nearly. He's now with Lomax on halfway. 1:15 to go. Wormsley with a carry over the 40 and an extra metre or two. He's now with Sirinen, still going. How's this happened? It's with him by. Now Knowles wrapped up by Gannon. Actually gets an offload to George Delaney. Space for Delaney, gets past Jenkins. One to beat. But Miller gets him wrapped up by the legs. That's a good tackle there from Lockie Miller. Saints are 5 metres out, right to the post, and by shoots it right to Lomax, kicks the ball through, hits a Leeds player, then picked up by Ash Hanley. Not sure what Lomax is doing there. There's no need to force that. No need to force it. 30 seconds to go in the first half. Leeds in possession on their own 20. Now with Lockie Miller up towards the 30. 20 seconds left. I'll just eat up as much time as possible here. 15 seconds. Newman with the next one. Gets an offload. Brodie Croft, room to run. Still going. Up towards halfway. 5 seconds left. Ooh, that looked like a swinging arm there from Sirinen. Once one more play the ball, the hooter sounds. Is it a penalty or is it half time? Is it half time? I guess so. Alright, there we go. Okay. 12-6 to Leeds at half time. That's a pretty good half. Decent. Both teams have looked decent, actually. Even though both haven't looked that convincing in recent weeks, it's been alright. It's been alright. 3 high shots. Knowles would be red carded and banned for 14 matches. It's a conspiracy, Kieran. It's a conspiracy. Won't believe it, but they were actually advertising this game during the Prem and the Championship games today. Scout advertising Super League never happened before. Well, it's for games that actually mean something to them at this point. So, it's like, why not? They might as well advertise it now, mightn't they? I'll take it. Could be reet worse. It could be reet worse. It really could. You said it. And you folks get this. They'll have the grand final and main event, all we get. Imagine. Could you imagine? Oh, God. Could you imagine they put the grand final on Sky Plus? And the clock stops working after 3 minutes. Could you imagine that? Put it on the red button. Absolutely. Let's all just look at a teletext screen, why don't we? Someone tell the ref he's allowed to give a high tackle in Leeds' favour. I'm trying to think if there's been that many high tackles. I'm not really sure how many high tackles I've seen. Grand final will be on the red button. We'll see. Hope not. There'll be uproar from the community. We'll get Derek on it. Can't forget the Mount Everest at the end of the in-goal at Old Trafford. Oh, yes. God. Thing is, City are adding... I think they're upgrading one of the stands, so their capacity is going up, actually. I understand why we go to Old Trafford, because it's the biggest stadium in this part of the country where people actually watch rugby league, and they want to sell it out as much as possible. So I get it. But they could switch the Etihad and bump up the ticket costs a little bit to account for the lack of seats. But you could always just take it to Wembley. Honestly, one year if they put it in Wembley, I reckon it'd still do great numbers. Let's have a look. Etihad Stadium. What's it at now? I don't mind if it's at the Etihad. It's at 53,400. Stadium expansion. There we go. Plans are to add 7,900 extra seats to the North Stand, which will take the overall capacity at the Etihad to over 60,000. Okay. I mean, it's still 15,000 less than Old Trafford, but, you know, if you're going to bump up the price a little bit, like, I get it. It's not going to be an astronomical amount. So they could do that. Better when it was in Hull. Oh, yeah. In that 1 year. The year not to be spoken of. We'll wait for Man United's brand new stadium. We'll wait for that to appear in a few decades' time. Heard of this new stadium just built? Can't remember what team. Think called Everston. Oh yeah, that's the one. I don't think they'd be happy with 51,000 for a grand final. I don't think they'd be happy with that. If fans are willing to go to Wembley for the Challenge Cup, they'll definitely go to Wembley for the grand final. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Surely, right? You could easily swap the Challenge Cup and grand final. Right? Like, just put the Challenge Cup at the Etihad. Yeah, actually, you could actually bump up the tickets for the Challenge Cup final, because more people are closer to this part of the... You know, it's closer for more rugby league fans here anyway, to make up for the fewer ticket sales. And put the grand final at Wembley. Go for it. Get it done. Make it happen. Make it so. Or let's just knock down Old Trafford and just build something a bit better. Do you know what? It was pointless building. I don't know which came first, the new Wembley or Twickenham. I'm not sure which one was first. They should have just put one in the north. Would have been a lot easier. More convenient for us, really. Etihad isn't used in June, July. Old Trafford is used around October. Fair. Fair, actually. Oh. Okay. Well, what symbol do I put for that then? Yeah, Matty Lees is gone because his wife's gone into labour. I mean, I could still put the medical symbol because he's technically going to a hospital. Someone call an ambulance. Not for me, though. Okay, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm a bit too proud of myself for this. No one will probably be able to see this. He's not having the baby. Yeah, true. Don't forget the grand final usually played at night, whereas the Challenge Cup is in the afternoons. People could get home after. So they would have to change the time the grand finals played. Yeah, true. They could do it at 4:30? Maybe 5:30? But I suppose the idea would be that you could make it Wembley in the future, because if the game's bigger in London, and maybe in the Midlands as well, like, once the game starts growing around the country, you just have it at Wembley and it is what it is. Does that mean we can use the 18th? I don't think so. I don't think so. Prime Roy Keane quote needed about him not having the baby, surely. Yeah. Very inconsiderate of the baby for arriving at half time of the Eliminator. And this is why people don't have kids, so they can focus on a career. God. Indeed, Ollie. We saw that. That's what the baby symbol's for. People couldn't tell. What about playing the grand final at Anfield or Newcastle if they expand St James Park? Not for me. There's something about... This is not because I'm an Everton fan, by the way, but there's something about Anfield as a stadium doesn't feel right to me for Rugby League. Same way Goodison Park doesn't feel right. Like, that just wouldn't feel right for me at all. But, no. Something about St James Park I don't like. Well, actually, I know why I don't like it. And it's a really stupid reason. It's the shadow on the pitch. I don't like it. I think it looks weird. And I don't like it. Other than that, it's a decent looking stadium, but it's that one thing puts me off. What's the ruling with players leaving the ground early? Just like going off injured? I'd guess so. Imagine Welland's face when Leeds tells him he's going to have to go because his wife is in labour. Oh, if only I'd had that picture ready to go. That classic Paul Welland's picture. Matty Leigh's rocking up to hospital in a full St Helens kit. Go on. Do you honestly think in F1 Lewis Hamilton would pull over from P1 so his wife could give birth? No. Probably not. Probably not. Actually, I think some might, you know. I think some might. That's a good question, actually, Finn. If that is the case regarding Matty Leigh's, that is poor from St Helens playing him knowing he could disappear during the game. Well, maybe... I don't know, maybe she was rushed to the hospital, maybe she's a bit premature, I don't know. It could be anything. It could be anything. Still got to travel over to St Helens anyway? Yeah, good point, actually. Imagine he just texted her saying, yeah, on the way, and then she put the TV on in the hospital and he's just there playing. Matty Leigh's diving on the hospital bed thinking it's the try line. Actually, just going to check his stats real quick. Has Matty Lee's dropped the ball yet today? Because if he hasn't, then that's probably a good sign. But if he's had a couple errors, then keep him well away. Ah, yeah, the Lewis 5-year deal. Splendid stuff. We were all a bit disappointed with it yesterday because it was like they hyped it up that much and it was like, I mean, yeah, he's staying at Hull KR. Like, we all kind of assumed he would anyway. Yeah. Play basically the full game. Yeah, he does good minutes anyway. Wright will get a bit more game time, so will Delaney. But yeah, Wormsley will have to do a longer stint here. Keep the baby, don't keep the baby, keep the baby. Stop. Stop. Just, God, why is everyone so immature in here? What community have I built? Probably should have done this unit. Oh, players are coming out. No point doing that. Well done, me. Took too long. A few Saints fans want Leeds gone. Want Leeds gone after that. Oh dear. Oh dear. Did Saints tweet about it? Yeah, a few people not too happy. It's like when it's not happening to you, it's like, oh, come on, do you have to go? But if it was you in that position, you'd be like, well, I'm not really missing that, to be honest. So. Right, back underway. Hey guys, here's insert baby name. This is Kieran Cunningham. Say hi. So now it's Sam Lasone. Takes the ball up towards the 30. Now with the carry down the left edge for Leeds up towards their own 40. Shifting it right. Bit of space down the right-hand side here. Miller bumps off Percival. Well, then Sirenin slams him to ground. Last tackle just inside Saints' half. Near the right touch lines with Brodie Croft. Launches it left to Jake Connor. Under pressure, but gets the kick away. Hits the belly of the ball. Possibly wiped out. Collected by Sailor. On the 20. Eats up a few more metres just short of the 30. That's a minute gone in the second half. Nothing wrong with that timing there. Knowles is a complete sweetheart. Never hurt a fly. Up towards the 30. Saints in possession. Leigh should have planned his child to come postseason. Yeah. You got to think about this stuff, guys. Got to think about it. Now with Knowles on his right to Delaney, up towards the halfway line. A minute and a half gone. 2 tackles to go. Down the short side right, Lomax engages the line. Stopped on Leeds 40. Last tackle. Clark. Knowles. Left to Wellesby. Kicks towards the back left. Hall underneath it on the 20. Collects cleanly. And Cross takes him to ground. Newman. Over the 20. 2 minutes gone. Croft waits at dummy half. Now with McDonald. Up towards the 30. In centre field. Hankinson. First try scorer of the day. With the next one. 2.5 gone. O'Connor. On his right to Jake Connor. Was looking for a 40-20 for a second. Then launches it towards the right wing. To Ryan Hall. He carries up towards the halfway line. 3 defenders in the tackle. They eventually bring him down. And it's now the last for the Rhinos. With Croft. Puts boot to ball. Sailor collects it cleanly. Under no pressure there. And a decent return, a few metres shy of the 30. 3 minutes gone in the second half. The ball pops out, and that's going to be a lost ball from Tristan Sailor. They do have a challenge. He did call for a challenge on the last one. Is it worth a go? I think he just wants to leave this one. Yeah, they'll let it go. I didn't really see what happened then. There's a hand on the ball. Yeah, it's probably a loose carry. So it's a scrum for Leeds, 30 metres out, in centre field. They feed the ball in, they go right to Newman. Makes about 10 metres there, cutting back towards the middle, loses a bit of ground. Brought down by Delaney and Knowles. O'Connor on his left to Lasoni. Stopped just short of the 20. Plenty of defenders in there. Some of the big men to bring him down. It's now right to Jake Connor. Pops it across to McDonald. Well, that's Holroyd, sorry. Well done, me. About 13 metres out. O'Connor in centre field goes right to Croft. Engage the line. Across to Miller. Stepping back towards the middle. But he is then brought to ground by Morgan Knowles. Getting stuck in, but it's a 6 again. 15 metres out. Jenkins over the 10. So about 8 or 9 metres out, right at the post for Leeds Rhinos. 4.5 minutes gone. It's now with Holroyd. 3 metres out in front of the right post. O'Connor. Left to Croft. Now with Jake Connor. Out the back to Hanley. Shrugs off a few, and he just waltzes into the in-goal area. He's been watching strictly. And that's a try for Leeds. A little bit too easy there with the contact. There's a challenge. They're not happy about something. There is a captain's challenge from Saints. Okay. Challenging for obstruction, maybe? After the initial contacts, it looked quite easy for Hanley, so I don't know if somebody got in the way or... Not sure. Okay, Lasoni's fine. No, no, he's not. No, he's not. Lomax just runs into him. He literally maintains the line. I hate these obstruction calls. They're just... Oh my God. Right. Successful challenge again for Saints. Landed it to you. You're not a fan. Don't agree with that decision. Obstructions are difficult. Ones like that are tough because does Gannon have to keep going? You could say very simply, look, he just has to keep going, which is typically how we associate lead runners and what they need to do, which is break through the line cleanly. But at the same time, Gannon's maintaining a straight line, and it's Lomax that's shifting across, so it's tough. It's tough. Now in Knowles, up towards halfway. Wormsley inside Leeds territory. 6 minutes gone. 2 tackles to go for St. Helens. Knowles, left to Wellesby. Across to Saylor, slightly wayward, so it's now in the hands of Percival. Collects it on the halfway line. And it's a knock-on from Percival. First of the day. He's had a good game so far, but he's down at the moment, not in a good way. There is a challenge, though. Is there? Oh, thought there was. So let me get this straight. The Leeds player runs at space. The Saints player gets in his way, but it's his fault. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, even if Gannon keeps going, he's maintained a straight line, and it's Lomax that's going to shift into him. So I think the rule should be, as long as Gannon keeps going, as long as he keeps going and does not change direction, I think he's fine. Even if he bumps off Lomax and Lomax falls over, if Gannon's maintained a line and does not change direction, I think that should be okay. That's not what happened, but I'm just saying in general. Oh, go on, Neville. Go on, Neville, lad. I'll fight you. What a guy. Mr. Longbottom in the crowd. Go on, lad. Scrum for Leeds on the halfway line. It is left to Miller. Launched it left to Hankinson. Cuts back towards middle slightly. Just shy of the 40. 6.5 minutes gone in the second half. Handley gives it to Miller. It is now with Jenkins. With a great carry up towards the 30. Lasone, possibly forward there. But Lasone making up some good meters there. Good seeing different celebrities like in Rugby League. Exactly. It is now with Croft, who switches back to Newman. He gets an offload to O'Connor, but he's then eventually wrapped up. Just over 20 metres out, right of centre field. 7 minutes gone in the second half. 2 tackles to go. Lasone pops it across to Jenkins. An offload back to Lasone. He collects it. He's 5 out. Make that 1 metre out. That's good work, that. Good work. O'Connor. Short side left to Miller. Kicks the ball through. Robertson bobbles it. But it is collected by, I think that was it Lomax? Collected by a Saints player, but tackled in goal. It's a dropout anyway. It was Lomax that collects it. That's good work there from Lasone and Jenkins together. Well, Jamie, become a Patreon member and maybe one day in the future. Maybe. He's great in anything. He's splendid. Okay. Strong run here from Holroyd. Off the back of the dropout. 8 minutes gone in this second half. O'Connor, left to Jake Connor. Pops it across to Jenkins. He takes it over the 30. Only just joined the stream, pal. Although it is a dream here sometimes because everyone has a great time. Who do you reckon wins? I did back Leeds in my predictions video. I still think Leeds wins, but if Saints get a win here, I wouldn't be surprised. Nicely weighted kick there from Croft. This could be a dropout, but the referee's saying it's a 20-metre tap. Can he challenge that or no? I think they want to challenge here, but they're not explicitly saying there's a challenge. Oh no, that's a dropout. That is a dropout. You originally predicted 18-4 to Leeds. Seeing how it's going now, Leeds just need one more try and conversion to make my prediction good. Did you mean 18-6? Or do you mean, as in prediction good, you mean just better than it was? Anyway, Bell pops it up to Delaney. That's a loose carry, that. There we go. Leeds eventually get the ball back. Oh, who's the... I was thinking of the Harry Potter quote then. Who's the one that says justice? Oh, yeah, it's... The Dursleys. Vernon. Justice. You meant close enough, right? Thought Percival wouldn't get the conversion. I'm happy if it's 18-6. Fair enough. Fair dues. So it's a scrum for Leeds. About where they'd get the ball off the back of a dropout. So this is... it all works out in the end. Beautiful. It is now with Gannon. Smashed into by James Bell. There's been 4 errors from Leeds, 6 from Saints. Now in centre field with Holroyd. Pops it across to Oledsky. Leeds are about 26 metres out. Third tackle. Holroyd over the 20. 2 tackles to go. Leeds will be about 13 metres out. O'Connor. Left to Miller. Now with Connor. Switches back to Gannon. Stopped just short the 10. Left of the post. Last tackle. 51 on the clock. The chip just right at the post. Contest. Newman goes up, collects it. But Percival also has a hand on the ball too. And manages to tackle Newman. So that's a handover just in front of the try line. Well done, Percival. He's had a good game. You like James Bell for us next year? Takes pressure off Asiata? Yeah, good point. Especially with the injuries? Yeah, that's a good point. I think they've been resting Connor for playoffs, don't you think? It's well worth it if they win. You might be right, Samuel. I think he was supposed to be fit and healthy last week, so you didn't want to risk it. You might be right. Wells being effective at half-back? Yeah. I think there's been a bunch of games recently where Whitby would have been fit to play. But the thing is, do you want to put Whitby in a position where he's leading Saints in a playoff run? I don't know if you do. It's tough. Like on paper, you'd trust Wellesby to do it, but it's just not happening. Collected by Ryan Hall off the back of a Wellesby kick. He then gives it to Miller on the 20. He carries up towards the 30 for Leeds. Really hope you Saints do it. They might. They're in the game. Saints, 68% completion rate. I said this. I said this in my predictions video. I said this. is now with Oledski with a strong carry over halfway and a few more post-contact meters there. That's a great carry. Great carry. Left to centre field, 2 tackles to go. 40 metres out with Croft. Out the back to Miller. Then across to Newman. Good metres down the right edge. Flicks it back to Ryan Hall. Over the 30. Bumps off Percival. The ball pops out. And it's picked up by Jack Welsby. Cutting back towards centre field on his own 20. O'Connor and Croft get a hold of him. Oledski there to help out as well. So Saints in possession up towards their own 30. I think that was Cross with the latest carry. And Bywait's at dummy half. Percival with the next carry. Just over 53 minutes gone. Sailor will scoot from dummy half. Good meters up towards the halfway line. Plenty of tackles to go as well. Saints could finish this set in good territory here. And by right to Welsby. Out the back to Lomax down the right edge. Straightens up, takes a carry up towards Leeds 40. 2 tackles to go. 35 out. Welsby pops it across to Knowles. The ball comes loose. I said loose and out at the same time. It comes louse. The ball pops out, but it's play on. We are missing Dagnall. I was going to say, Dagnall's been a big miss. Kick on the last day from Welsby. Miller underneath it. Collects it just in front of the try line. Bell. Oh, no. Not Bell. Sailor first, then Bell with the chase. But Miller shrugs them both off. Up towards the 10. Plays it for Handley. And he carries it now up towards the 20. Whitby played well for Halifax in the playoffs. Surprised he wasn't recalled for this game, even as a bench option. Yeah, that's fair. Like, you can understand picking Welsby in the hearts. Like, you get it, but it's like Whitby's still there. He's done a good job. Like, just let him run the ting, man. Let him run the ting. Latest carry from Jake Connor. Doing his bit. It's out the back to Croft. Early kick chase there from Leeds, but it's a long kick towards the back right, collected on the full by Cross on the 10. We'll struggle to get a top 6 next year, or to get top 6. I thought you were saying like to find a number 6. I don't know about struggle. I don't know. Percival, another great carry. Look at him go. Sailor in centre field, across to Lomax. Gets around Handley. Good carry there from Lomax. You're from South Africa? We don't get these matches televised. You've been listening to all your commentary for the whole season. Oh, nice. Well, it's nice of you to make yourself known. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you very much. Bell goes left to Welsby. Pops it up to Sirinen. Gets a great offload to Welsby. Doesn't launch it left. Probably the right call there. And it's going to be a penalty for Leeds. Shepherding. Nailed it. First time. Okay. Well, there's a Leeds penalty. 56 minutes on the clock. Miller will kick into touch from his own 40. Is this the same right that was at Salford, or am I thinking the wrong player? Is that the one? Good movement down the right edge here. Newman, 2-on-1 possibly. He's still going. Newman's had a good game too. Oh, gets an offload to Croft, but he knocks on. That's right, yeah. I thought it might have been wrong, but it is right, isn't it? Okay. Well, there's nothing left for me to say about right, so. Sorry. Saints have possession on their own 10. Mbai pops it up to Benison. Plays it for Sailor. He then scoots down the right edge, takes it over the 20. 10 metres on that carry there, decent. Premium, just subscribed, mate, from Brisbane, Australia. Very nice, welcome. Welcome to you. That is greatly appreciated. But there's a break here for Sheridan. Support from right. On his right. Coincidence? I think not. He's still going up towards the 20. 2 tackles to go. Miller taking as long as possible to get off him. It's now in centre field with Wellesby. Lomax down the right edge of the field. Kicks the ball through. Chase there from Robertson. Putting Hankinson under pressure and Miller. But Miller is stopped metres in front of his own try line. Hankinson is smashed into by Knowles. We don't know much about Knowles. He's coming to Dolphins. Is he any good? We're stacked for forwards next year. Knowles will put in a hell of a shift. He'll work his backside off for you. Strong hits. Strong runner. Size-wise, not like the biggest bloke, but I think smart player. He'll get stuck in defensively. Like, he'll put in a good shift. Don't worry about that. 2040 here. Oh, it's out on the full. It's out on the full. Nice idea from Jake Connor. It's a nice idea, but yeah, out on the full. Oh, I give territory to Saints. Are you wrong, or has Ryan Hall played all his career on the other wing? Why is he now playing on the right? Oh yeah, Ryan. I think Ryan Hall he's shifted. I think most of his career was on the left, but I'm sure he's been on the right sometimes. I think. Was he on the left for Hull KR? I think he was, actually. I've got a feeling he shifted to the right to make way for Mike Acevo, who I think is a natural left winger anyway. But Saints are shifting it left. Sailor stopped on the 10. 59 minutes on the clock. Second tackle, right with a carry through centre field. 5 metres out in between the sticks. 3 tackles to go. Just over 59 minutes gone. Mbai at dummy half. Right to Lomax. Out the back to Wellesby. Tips it on to Benison in the corner. And he's pushed over the touchline. Couldn't stretch out. Good defensive work. Good defensive work. Who got the tackle in there? Was it Jake Connor? Well done, Jake Connor. He makes up for the mistake earlier. You love to see it. Hankinson did earlier as well. Dropped the ball, then scored a try in the corner. On the first one. And then Jake Connor responds. That's what you like to see. Not letting it get to people's heads. You switch on, you get back in. You do the work. Well done, Jake Connor. We've got 102 people in here. Howdy. Do you like it when players respond to mistakes? Same. Leeds have possession on their own 10. 20 minutes to go. Officially, we've entered the final quarter of the game. O'Connor on his right to Newman. Cuts back towards the ruck. Didn't make any ground there. Got an offload to Croft. He basically dives over and makes a meter. Less chance of fans hating him. Yeah, good point. Palacier with a carry through centre field up towards the 20. O'Connor left to Watkins. Straightens up, takes a carry up towards the 30. 2 tackles to go for Leeds. O'Connor waiting at dummy half, left to centre field. Down the short side left to... Is that Ledsky? I think it is. Over the 40, it's a strong carry there. It is Ledsky. O'Connor out the back to Jake Connor. Under pressure from Mbai, but gets the kick away. Comes down on the 10 for Cross. Straightens up with a strong carry over the 20. And a few metres shy of the 30. As it stands, guaranteed Yorkshire-Lancashire final. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Next carry from Benison. Over the 40. 3 tackles to go. Almost inside Leeds territory. Sailor will scoot over the halfway line. Palacier and Aletsky get him wrapped up. Mbai at dummy half in centre field. 61.5 minutes on the clock. Mbai goes right to Lomax. Cross to Wellesby. Handley gets a hold of him. The ball pops out backwards though, and it's collected by Knowles. Last tackle for St Helens. It's now with Wellesby on the halfway line. Puts boot to ball. Plenty of height on this one. Just nearly over the head of Lockie Miller, but collects it on his own 10. Carries it up towards the 20 in centre field. Right, it's going to be a great centre for us. You see Well done, me. Start again. Oh my god. I know how to read, I promise, I do. You see Louis McCarthy Scarsbrook in his technique. Okay, right. Nailed it. First time. Jesus Christ. Just over 62 minutes gone. In centre field with Brodie Croft. Out the back to Miller. Over the halfway line. 2 tackles to go. Trust me, Premium will do. I'm streaming every finals game. I'm streaming them. I am doing that tomorrow morning. There is an offload for Croft. Left to Connor. Draws in Benison. It's now with Handley. Cuts back towards the middle. Is brought down on the 20. Actually gets an offload to Connor. Looking right. Maybe room to run here. Oh, there's a swinging arm there from him by. Penalty for Leeds, and they can take a 2 in front of the sticks here. 20 metres out. A little bit of silliness. Who am I rooting for? I guess. I mean, as a Wire fan, like I could say Leeds as a Wire fan, but I don't really care about that kind of stuff. I want Leeds to win because I predicted them to win. But I actually really don't mind either way. That's a good point, Kieran, because LMS was never like this crazy elite star player that did these miraculous things, but I can never fault his work rate. I can never fault it. So the clock's still ticking away. 63 minutes and 45 seconds gone. Still ticking. And Jake Connor's going to set up for a 2-point penalty here in a second. I'll get the points ready. He's had a smile from Arthur. Don't ask stupid questions on commentary. Don't ask stupid questions. You're better than that. Some people, honestly. Jake Connor, Man of Steel? Maybe. Maybe. I think his first half of the season... Well, if you split the season into thirds, I reckon the final third of the season has been his weakest, I think. But I think the final third has been Field's strongest. So there might have been points-wise, a good comeback for Field. So, earlier on in the season, you say Connor pretty easily, but I actually can't call it. Between Connor, Lewis and Field, I actually can't call it. And the penalty kick from Jake Connor, 20 metres out in front of the posts, is good. That is going to be 14-6. So, Saints, they do need to find something now. They're 8 points down. Need to find another gear here. Are you ready for Australia to beat England 3-0 in the Rugby League Ashes next month, mate? I don't think anyone cares. I don't think anyone's going. We certainly didn't sell out the first game or the second game, so I don't know what you're talking about. Didn't know there was one. Now, my assumption anyway, Premium, was that we'd lose 3-0, but that each game would be close. Like, I assume that we might lose 3-0, but I don't think the games will be as dominant as people expect them to be. There was a short kick-off from Saints, but it was collected by Leeds. They're up towards St Helens 40 with McDonald down the right edge of the field. Near the right touchline. Oh, McDonald and Cyranen going at it. Not like that. Fighting. This game is poor quality for playoffs. I disagree, Charlie. I thoroughly disagree. I think this is a playoff game, definitely. As a Wire fan, should George Williams retain the England captaincy and his position in the team? Who are your halfbacks for England? First question, my answer is yes, Paul. And second question, my halfbacks are Williams and Smith. It ain't broke, don't fix it. Wellesby at 1, Williams 6, Smith 7. Ain't broke, don't fix it. Mikey Lewis is 14 off the bench. Works perfectly. Plus, those three are comfortable with each other for England now. So, and if you remember how they played against Samoa, like they were connecting down the same side of the field or kind of switching roles a little bit. You see Smith on the right, sometimes Williams down the left, connecting with Wellesby, little chips over the top, that kind of thing. So it is a penalty for Leeds. There's no cards being given in this one. Yeah, it's a bit of back and forth. It's not great from Tiernan. I can understand if there was a card, but like, if it was a closed fist, I'm happy for a red card there. But let's just get on with it. 13v13. Let's just get on with it. Peter, you're going the right way for a smart bottom. So Jake Connor doesn't make you 17. He could make the 17, but probably I'd rather just use Jake Connor as a utility option, if I'm honest. O'Connor, short side right to Miller. Steps off his right foot. Cutting back towards the left-hand side of the field. Jake Connor switches back to Gannon. Straightens up, takes a carry. Now 15 metres out, left-hand side of the field. Back towards the middle. Now with Jake Connor in centre field. Right to, I think that was Watkins. Then it's to Croft. Straightens up. Onto the 10. 13 minutes to go. I think if Leeds score again, that is game over. O'Connor, left to Watkins. Then across to Oledsky. Bumps off one. He stopped a metre or two short of the try line. Left the post. O'Connor waits at dummy half. Pops it up to Watkins. The ball then comes loose and it is picked up by Whitley. So knock on from Leeds. There'll be a scrum on the 10 for St Helens. Lewis has to start. I get Lewis starting, but still for me, Smith and Williams, like, for me, there's no need to change it. So Sailor feeds the ball into the scrum. Down the left edge now with Percival. Bumps off one. Makes a few metres there. $12 minutes to go. Wellesby on the 20. Gives it to Robertson on his right. He eats up a few more metres. I disagree, Charlie. I disagree. I think a lot of... I'll just say this. So I'm going to skip the commentary for a second because this is my point on George Williams. Is that because I'm a Wire fan, it would be easy for me to criticise George Williams. But the reason why I don't is because our attack looks flat. What is Williams meant to do? There is nothing he can do. Our forward pack is the lightest in the comp. He has nothing to work with. Jake Connor has the biggest pack. Mikey Lewis has one of the biggest packs. What is Williams meant to do? The attack is flat. He works his backside off every single week. Always gives it everything. His defence is fantastic as well. So George Williams is seen as the kind of player that he is for a reason. And because he has one poor year in a team that basically has no attacking structure, and due to a lot of injuries, the spine has changed nearly every week, and it's the worst forward pack in the comp. Williams had one of his worst years at Warrington in 2022, still got in the England side, and was great in the World Cup. Williams will be fine. There's going to be a challenge here. There was a knock-on called. So I just wanted to get that out the way for people that didn't think that Williams was ready or right for the team. If he's not in the team, I get it based on, other players being deserving of a spot, but I don't think I think that Williams should keep that number 6 role. And yeah, there's that as well. He's a different player under Wayne. Wayne gets the best out of him. Coached him at Wigan, so... Smith is the most overrated player in Super League history. I'm going to thoroughly disagree with that one, but that's your opinion. So it was a challenge. So lost ball in the ruck there from Ryan Hall. They challenged it, but James Bell, well, it touches the back of his ankle. Then he loses the ball. So yeah, but Bell wasn't doing anything there, so that's all good. 10.5 minutes to go. Scrum for Saints on the 30. I would like Saints to score here just to make this game a bit more interesting. It's been a good game anyway, I think. It is now with Whitley, stopped just short of the 20. We'll actually play this on the 20. Wormsley with the next carry just short of the 10. 3 tackles to go for Saints. It's right to Lomax. Pops it across to Robertson. The ball pops out. It is then handed off to Lockie Miller. So a mistake there. 10 minutes to go. And it's a penalty for the Rhinos. Penrith vs Brisbane will be a good game in the morning. Yeah, it should be. Certainly should be. Knowles, what are you doing, lad? What are you doing? You've just lost your England spot. Shocking. That's alright. He can have it. It's fine. Will you need a halftime nap tomorrow morning? Honestly, maybe. I am possibly going out drinking after this, so maybe. Which team is Knowles going to? The Dolphins. 9 minutes to go. Leeds are in possession on their own 40. O'Connor goes left to Jake Connor, now with Watkins down the left edge, up towards the halfway line. It's good to carry that. 3 tackles to go. O'Connor on his right to Jake Connor. He will switch back to Oledzki. Knowles taking his time to get up here, slowing down the ruck. Connor, right to Croft. Then to Newman. Almost high from Sirenen. Plays it for McDonald. Given to Croft, gets a kick away. He's taken out, I think the timing was okay there. Comes down, collected by Miller. Gets an offload to Connor. Launches it over the top, collected by Handley. If Leeds come up with something here, he is stopped. And that is going to be a turnover, I think. It is a turnover. As you can't see us winning, you would generally like Leigh to get to the grand final. Someone new at Old Trafford. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. I do like Leigh. So it's Percival with the next carry up towards the 30. 72 minutes on the clock, or just over. Sailor at dummy half. Scooting. Good meters up towards the 40. Now with Alex Wormsley down the right edge, up towards the halfway line and just over it. It's a great carry there. 7.5 to go. Darryl Clark launched it in centre field now with Lomax. Left to Wellesby. Engage the line, gets an offload there to right. Comes off, I think, a Leeds player. Still Saints in possession. Percival flicks it back. Collected by Wellesby. He gets an offload to Clark. Did Saints get a fresh set off this one? Up towards the 30. Still going. I think it is a fresh set, actually. Bell, right to Sailor, out the back to Lomax, across to Robertson, then to Benison. Steps back inside, up towards the 10. 7 minutes to go. Saints need some points here. Robertson, now it's Sailor, in centre field with Wright. Oh, that's Bell, sorry, I don't know why I said Wright, well done me. Bell gets an offload to Knowles, spins. The crowd said it was forward. 3 tackles to go in centre field between the sticks. Darryl Clark waits at dummy half. Plays it Goes right to Sailor. Then across to Robertson. 2 versus 2. Steps past Handley. Still going. And eventually stopped 4 metres short the try line. Whitley over on the right. Then on his left to Sailor. Bell. Wellesby. Might have to surrender here. He does. On the 10. Last tackle for Saints. What are they going to go with? Darryl Clark, left of the post, goes right to Bell. Then across to Lomax. Now Sailor. Launches it across to Benison. In the corner, cuts back inside. Benison spins. I think he's got it. That could be a try for Saints. I think he's done it. That's a great finish if he's got it. On-field decisions, no try, but the video ref will check. There's a chance he was short on this, but that is unbelievably close. Bloody hell, that's close. Which 2 teams you got in the grand final? It's hard to look past Hull KR and Wigan at this point. It's really difficult. I don't think it'll be double movement here. That's tough. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Oh, that angle's tough. Oh, that angle's so tough. If this gets ruled off just because it was no try on field. But I'm not entirely sure it is a try, though. Oh, that is so difficult. They're going to give it. They are going to give it. Okay. Game on! Great effort from Benison. Great effort. Saints need a spark. They provided one. Well, there we go. 14-10. Important kick here. Puts Leeds under pressure for penalties and stuff like that. This is a huge kick. That replay didn't look great, actually. That replay didn't look great. 5 minutes to go. Benison to add the extras. The kick from Benison. He got the 2 against Warrington, remember, in this exact same playoff game. The kick is good. Or like this stage of playoffs is what I mean. The Eliminators. Near the touchline. Or was that Percival? Oh no, I'm sure it was Benison got the try. Somebody could tell me. Was it Benison that got the conversion, or was it Percival that got the conversion after that Benison try at the end of the game last year? This is where we need a 2-point drop goal. Yeah, good point. I wouldn't mind it if we had it in our comp. But it was Percival? Alright. Yeah, it was Benison. I remember Benison definitely got the try. Right, here we go. 4 minutes and 45 seconds left. Back underway, collected by Benison. He gives it to Bell, cuts back towards the middle, and he takes it over the 10. Four and a half left. Wormsley with a carry up towards the 20. Clark, down the short side left, with Wright. Over the 30. 3 tackles to go for St. Helens. They don't need to force anything just yet, but they'd like some good meters. Wellesby shifting right out the back to Lomax. Having a bit of a go here. Sailor to Robertson. They've got the wrong camera. Thanks for that. And it's a knock-on from St. Helens. Robertson with the mistake. Yeah, loses it into Hankinson. How long's left? 3.5 minutes. Clock is stopped currently. Scrum for Leeds 30 metres out. Clock is now ticking away. Left to Miller over the 30. Down the left edge of the field. So yeah, here we go. 3.5 minutes to go. I'll keep you a little bit more updated with times and stuff. Gannon, just shy of the 20. Left is centre field. O'Connor waits at dummy half. Now in centre field with Palacia. Bumps James Bell onto his backside. Brought down on the 20. Lose a bit of ground there. O'Connor over on the left. Back towards the middle with Watkins. Connor switches back to McDonald. Back over the 20. 15 metres out. Bit less. 3 minutes to go. 2 tackles left. In centre field with Watkins. Straightens up. Takes the tackle. Just over the 10. 9 metres out. I agree, Charlie. O'Connor. Right to Croft. Then to Connor. Switches back to McDonald. Kicks through. Chases. Collected by Saylor in front of the try line. And gets him by the collar. Good tackle there from McDonald. So Saints have to go about 95 metres up the field. Right with the first carry over the 10. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Darryl Clark at dummy half gives it to Wellesby down the left edge, trying to get around Croft. Up towards the 20, offloads it to Cross. Stopped by Newman, good tackle. Now with Percival, back over the 20. Spins, makes a few extra metres and is brought down. 2 minutes left officially. It's now with Bell. Right to Walmsley. Look for an offload. Can't quite get one. We're looking for one. It's batted backwards by Leeds. And recovered by the Zen monk, James Bentley. 1 minute 40 to go. Leeds have possession. 40 metres out. So Saints, I think, will get the ball back one more time here. The clock says 90 seconds left. Up towards the 30 now for Leeds. Ryan Hall plays this in centre field. On the right to Watkins. Spins up towards the 20. O'Connor at dummy half. Left to Miller. Fakes the switch back, then takes the carry himself. Just over the 20. About 17 metres out in centre field. Left to Connor. Now Gannon. Straightens up, takes the carry, offloads it. Connor almost in. 1 minute to go. Was that the last tackle? Clock is stopped. 79 minutes and 9 seconds. So 51 seconds to go. They play this 2 metres in front of their own try line. Benison with the first carry. Wrapped up, makes a metre in total. Plays it for Clark. 40 seconds left. Bell. Then across to... Didn't see who that was. Was that Wellesby? Possibly on the 10. Slowing down the ruck here. Saylor. Scoots. Pops up to Walmsley. Up towards the 20. 30 seconds left. Clark at dummy half. Tries to get past one. Offloads it to Lomax. Step in. Gets an offload to Walmsley. Down the left edge now with Wright. Across to Percival. Chucks it back inside. Tipped on by Croft. I think that might have been a knock-on from Leeds. It's a penalty for Saints. But it's behind the halfway line. The clock is still ticking. So they can't... They could go for 2, but that's an absolute banger. I think Felt is the only one that could really hit that kind of distance, and that's still unrealistic. So they will kick into touch, and they'll get like one play, basically. Offside from Leeds. So this is it. Lomax needs as much distance on this as possible. So Lomax near the left touch line. I don't know why you're cheering. They're going to get to play it. Just simmer down. Bloody hell. So Lomax will kick to touch. And the last play of the game, Saints will tap on the 30. Here we go. This is the last one. And that's it. Tap from Clark. Right to Lomax. Right to Wellesby. Then to Saylor. Offloads it back inside to Wellesby. Now looking down the left edge. Lomax on the 30. Right. Needs an offload. Gets it to Wellesby. Launches it in centre field. He's batted on. Sailor. Right to Harry Robertson. Steps back inside. Bit of space to manoeuvre. Needs an offload soon. Down the right edge. He's still going. Robertson's still going. Launches it back inside. Sailor flicks it back. What an offload. Now with Lomax. Oh my god, there's space. Oh my god. There is so much space. Saints have scored. Oh my god. Saints have just won it. Saints have just won it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Even Brian Carney can't believe it. Right with the try. So it was down the left edge with Wright. Wellesby launched it over. Walmsley tries to tip it on. Then in the hands of Whitley. Sailor. Then to Robertson. What Robertson does here is miraculous. Over the 20. Skips around a few. Near the right touchline. Offloads it. Back inside to Sailor. His offload is sensational. Lomax. Then to Bell. So much space down the left-hand side. Wellesby to right. Straightens up. Newman trying to go for the tackle. Good effort from Newman. But not much you can do in that kind of position. I mean, fair enough. Paul Wellens going mental. Fair enough. Honestly, what a finish. First time watching this, who do you support? I'm a Wire fan, Samuel. Oh my god, what a game that was. Oh my god. First half was great. The start of the second half was not amazing. You got to feel for Leeds, because surely it felt like Leeds deserved to win that one. But if you make a comeback like that, wow. Wow. That is insane. Absolutely insane. Fair enough, Saints. They stuck with it. They stuck with it. They got it done at the end. Need a video of the limbs there. Yeah, indeed. Juan, thanks for stopping by. You're welcome. It's wide to right. Okay. I don't really know what else to say, to be honest. Let's try and recap the game real quick in like 45 seconds, shall we? Okay. Right then. I don't know where to start. I'll be honest with you, I don't know where to start. First off, in general was just... General was just solid. Good back and forth. A lot of mistakes, though. Saints with more errors, I think. At one point, there was 4 errors for Leeds, 6 for Saints. I think that was just in the first half, if I remember correctly. So, completion rate from Saints was poor, but defensively, they had a lot of work to do on their own goal line. Stuck with it. I don't even know what to say. I really don't know what to say, to be honest. It's pointless. Oh, Kieran, with the donation. Thank you very much, Kieran. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. I do want to say, if you're not subscribed yet, please do. What are we at right now? Had a lot of people turn up. 12,464. I am 36 away from 12,500. So if you're not subscribed yet, please do. If you haven't followed me on TikTok, please do. Link in the description. If you'd like to become a member, once I'm at 10 active members, I'll be doing monthly giveaways. And behind-the-scenes content will be on there as well. You can join the predictions leagues for Super League and NRL for next year. And the fantasy leagues for Super League and NRL next year as well. And there'll be some other stuff as well. So, yeah. Jonathan with a donation too. It's minimum £5 a month for the lowest tier over on Patreon. So if you want to become a member, get on over. Thanks for that, Jonathan. Thank you. Thanks for a great commentary all game. Hope Panthers win tomorrow. It'll be a great game in the morning. Yeah, see you in 9 hours. Yeah, I need to see if I'm off out tonight for a drink. Okay. What else to say, honestly? Stick to cans, you'll be okay. It depends what they've got. It depends. Cheers, Rob. Great commentary. Well, thank you, Tracy. Thanks for stopping by. Did anyone else just have that feeling? Like, not right at the end there necessarily, but the last few minutes. Anyone else have that feeling that Saints were going to do it? Part of me, like, my head was saying no because of how they looked, but my heart was saying yes because of what I've experienced from Saints my entire life. Neither can I, Fred. Neither can I. What a game. What a game. Oh, Jenna's with Jake. Oh, I want to listen to this. I feel so sorry for Connor. Let's have a listen. Oh, I hate watching him have to talk through that. I feel it. I literally feel the pain as he's trying to talk. Because he deserves better from this year. Not saying that he was let down by anybody. I'm just saying, like, for him, I kind of wish he got a bit further, but... I'm kind of like, I'm caught in two minds at the moment. I've got mixed feelings about this because I think we could all probably agree that Leeds deserve to win the game because they were the better side for most of the game. But at the same time, I have no complaints over the way that Saints got the points. And they earned the win by putting up the points. If that makes any sense. So, like, I'm kind of caught in two minds. I'm really disappointed for Leeds because I wanted them to go further and I think they deserve to win. But at the same time, I'm not mad about Saints winning because of they stuck in the game and got the try when it was needed at the end of the game. So I'm caught in two minds. But I'm just glad it was a good game. Yesterday was a bit disappointing. To be honest, I wasn't expecting them to get it. Thought Leeds would have just held them off like a piece of cake, and Leeds continued to push forward. But no, left the biggest gap in the world for them. Yeah. I think Kieran's dead. Kieran, are you here? Are you alright? Are you alive, mate? Anyone but the Robins please win the finals? We'll see. It'll be a tough one. Ooh, Alex Wormsley on the desk. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say at this point. Thing is now, Saints will go to Hull KR. They will need to elevate to another level to match KR. They stuck with it tonight, but they've got to find that again and then some against KR next week. What's the better ending to this? What's the better ending? This or the ending to Raiders Panthers? Great question. Great question. I think for occasion, I think probably this. For like occasion and the way it all went, probably this. But my God, that Raiders Panthers ending was incredible. We've had some great ones this season. The Raiders Broncos the other week was amazing. Raiders Panthers was incredible. Huddersfield Wigan a few months back was insane. Obviously, you had the Challenge Cup final as well. It wasn't quite like right at the end of the game, but you know what I mean. It was still incredible ending for the neutral, of course. But Adam's happy. Don't forget the Warrington comeback against Widnes. Great point, Dingle. Can't forget that. That set the run, the wheels in motion for the Challenge Cup run. The comeback against Widnes. That offload from Sailor was fantastic. I thought Robertson did way too much, but he just did enough. He basically drew everybody over to one side of the field, and that offload from Sailor was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Need to charge my phone a bit, actually. Oh, well done, mate. Well done, mate. Cable management over here is shocking, but we move. Right, I am going to actually have to call it a day in a second. If anyone's curious why the stream is going to stay on for a little bit, you could probably guess why. But I'm gonna say toodle pip in a second. Ooh, man of the match. Man of the match. I think Percival's up there. I think Newman's up there. Who else would be up there? Anyone have any suggestions for man of the match? I'm probably not going to say Wright for the sake of it. Who did Sky give man of the match, player of the match to? I'm not sure, actually. I don't know if it was Wormsley because he's there. Would you give Wormsley man of the match? Possibly. Knowles was good, actually. Knowles was good. So he could be up there. I don't even know. I don't know. For those that can't watch the game, Wormsley was just asked about was just asked about the whole Matty Lee's situation. He said he might as well call the baby Shane Wright. That is insane. I think since Saints got the win, I think I'd give player of the match to Knowles. If it went to Leeds, I probably would have said Newman. Matty Leeds would have listened to that on BBC Radio Leeds. He should have, hopefully, listened to this. I see you, Matty Leeds, hanging in here somewhere. Wherever you are, listening. He's not here. But yeah, congratulations to him and the wife. Okay. Well, I'm going to say Toodle Pip now. And I'll sort out the stream highlights later. It doesn't actually look like I'm going out now, unfortunately. Kind of wanted to, but I'll try and do the stream highlights tonight, maybe. And I'll be up tomorrow morning for Broncos vs Panthers. So, yeah. Right. If I don't see you for the rest of the weekend, have a great rest of your weekend. Been an absolute pleasure. We hit about 140-something people, peak, possibly more. We had 2 donations, one from Jonathan, one from Kieran. Very kind of both of you. It's greatly appreciated. And again, follow me on all socials, links in the description. If you want to become a member over on Patreon, check the link in the description as well. Behind the scenes content coming very soon. But yeah. Follow me on TikTok as well. Need 10k by the end of the year. That's the target. Subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great rest of your weekend. Congratulations, Leeds. Congratulations, Saints. Commiserations, Leeds. Well done, mate. But yeah. Okay. See ya.